Hello, Teresa.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about artshoefinder.com.
Artshoefinder.com is a website that I started in late 2007. It's intended for people with severely mismatched feet and for amputees, people who maybe have to buy 2 pairs of shoes at a time in the case of people with severely mismatched feet, one size for each foot. And of course they have a opposite pair left over from what they're wearing. A lot of people have closets full of these shoes now, and then amputees, of course, they buy one shoe at a time, or they buy a pair of shoes and they only use one shoe, so they have a shoe that someone else can use.
So the site is intended only for people with mismatched feet and amputees?
Well, that's the people for whom the site was originally created. However, I've noticed that there are hundreds of pairs of matched shoes on the site, so obviously other people have found it and are using it for that purpose, and there's no reason for them not to. It doesn't cost anything.
Are there enough people with mismatched feet to support the site?
Well, they estimate that there are tens of millions in the United States alone. There are millions of polio survivors, millions of people who are born with clubfoot who maybe have one foot different size than the other, people who've had injuries to their feet or afflictions that have caused them to have severely mismatched feet. So there are plenty of people there.
So can people outside the United States use the site?
Most of the users, especially most of the shoes posted, are from people in the United States and a significant number from Canada. But there's no reason people in other countries can't use it. There's a feature that allows people to search for shoes only in a particular country, so they don't find a lot of shoes that they can't afford to ship to their own country. So
I see that many many shoes are posted at extremely low price. Some of them are even less than $10 a pair. How is that possible?
Well, there are a lot of people who have closets full of these unused, never worn shoes that they would really just like to find someone else that can wear them. They hate to throw away perfectly good shoes, so they just mainly want to get rid of them. And so those people sell for very low prices. Also, I bought thousands of single shoes, most for like 10 cents each, and sorted and posted them to sort of get the site started, so people, when they went to the site, they would be likely to find something in their sizes.
Are the shoes used by any chance?
No, there may be a few used shoes on there. If people are posting used shoes, they should make that clear, or if they're posting shoes with flaws in them, they should make that clear. But the overwhelming majority of the shoes posted are new and do not have any visible flaws.
So what gave you the idea to start the site in the first place?
I have a relative who had an injury that caused her to have to buy 2 pairs of shoes at a time, one for each size of her feet. And I went looking for what her options were. I found that Nordstrom's department store, for example, will sell 2 different size, or will sell a mismatched pair to people with 1 foot, at least 1.5 sizes different in size from the other. But millions of people don't live anywhere near a Nordstrom, and there are also a lot of shoes that people need that Nordstrom doesn't carry, in particular work boots and things.
I see that you also have a feature that allows you to search for your soulmate, as in SOLE. Tell me about that a little bit, please.
Well, a soulmate is someone who has the opposite size feet from you. You could take 2 pairs and each of you could make a pair that fits you from that. And when people register for the site, they have the option of allowing others to search for them to find their soulmate.
So who's responsible for supporting the site financially?
Well, to this point, it's been overwhelmingly my personal investment in the site. There's a little bit of advertising income that's come in from people clicking on the Google ads, for example. Hopefully, eventually, that will be enough revenue to keep the site going.
Thank you, Kent. That was a lot of good information. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully a lot of people will use your site.
I hope so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And may you become